Newfound Harbor Marine Institute invites you to discover the water planet, as it was, as it is, and as it could be. Your classroom, the mangrove islands, coral reefs, tidal pools, and tropical wonderlands of the Florida Keys. Your only boundary is your imagination.
What color are the leaves?
Ask any teacher. Young minds crave knowledge. At Newfound Harbor Marine Institute, our holistic approach to education employs advanced experimental teaching methods in a non-classroom setting.
Float around in the air and land on a tree, and they grow.
Our hands-on approach to education results in students who get actively involved in their own learning process, and they have fun doing it.
That you got to see all the sea life and you got to see what sea was all about.
At Newfound Harbor, we see the rewards of these programs daily. Students and teachers share and interact, working cooperatively throughout the day and evening.
Wow. Boy, he's slimy looking. It's weird. I've never seen a real octopus.
Through these programs, educators have an opportunity to make a difference in the lives of their students.
To see a child come that has had problems in the classroom and they come here and to see them learn. That's the most rewarding thing that I've seen. And to see students whose behavior may not be so great, but when they get here, it's a totally different story.
Our hands-on, minds-on teaching methods encourage personal growth through the development of critical thinking. The positive effects of our program are long-ranged. Being outside the classroom allows students and teachers to see one another as human beings, connected by similar needs and concerns. The mutual rapport that develops is carried back into the classroom. This can result in an atmosphere which is more comfortable and conducive to learning all year round.
Why don't you come around here and follow me? That'll probably be a good
I
plan.
think my wish is coming true. We get lost.
Don't worry, but if I get lost, then...
Our location in the lower Florida Keys gives you access to large tracts of unspoiled tropical wilderness. We're located on Big Pine Key, 120 miles south of Miami, just a 3-hour drive. Our private harbor and peninsula location assure total security for our students and teachers. We have resident staff members living on site to act as instructors and supervisors for the students. The student-to-teacher ratio is never more than 7-to-1. Our site at Seacamp is accredited by the American Camping Association, and we follow and believe in all ACA standards for ensuring quality operation and administration of programs and facilities. Our programs at Newfound Harbor Marine Institute have been enjoyed by schools from over 35 counties throughout Florida and over 20 other states. Our program length varies from 1/2 day to 3 weeks. With over 18 programs to choose from, each program is custom tailored to the needs and educational background of each student group. Our instructors help plan classes in which teachers become participants and learn along with their students. At Newfound Harbor Marine Institute, you'll find our entire staff gladly assist with your project from beginning to end.
Anytime I've ever needed anything or had a question, I could call and somebody was right there. So it's really so well coordinated and organized, it's really amazing.
Upon arrival, students are divided into small teaching groups of 10 to 14. One school teacher or chaperone is required for each small group, and they come as guests of the Institute. After a brief check-in at the dormitories, students reassemble for a swimming test. From this, instructors are able to gauge the swimming abilities of each group member. This helps identify students who may have needs of extra attention to ensure that everyone is comfortable in the water. For students who do not bring their own snorkeling gear, we provide equipment rental at a nominal charge. Instructors check to make sure all gear is properly fitted as students get acquainted with snorkeling techniques in the swimming lagoon. Now that orientation is over, the program gets into full swing. Each study group heads out to its own pre-planned program area. Groups alternate study programs so that by the end of their stay, each student has been able to participate in every program which is planned for that school. Being surrounded by numerous wildlife communities, most program sites are easily accessible. Boat trips are utilized for visiting corals and shallow bays. It is during these trips that students get to experience the wonders of the ocean firsthand. After a brief discussion with the instructor of the day's objectives, it's time to jump in and explore.
What'd you find, Mike? Hey, check that out. Hey, this is sponge, bud. See all the little holes in it?
Seagrass communities and sponge flats are common areas of study. Seagrass communities are part of an ongoing research project at Seacamp with emphasis on studying the growth of seagrass beds in the Newfound Aquatic Preserve. Students are briefed on what they will observe and why this community is unique and important to the ocean ecosystem. Horseshoe Island, a sandy beach mangrove island, is just a short wade from our property. Here, students get a chance to learn about many different species of mangroves and why sandy beaches are a rarity in the Florida Keys. Students can observe the importance of these island-forming trees as they snorkel through the roots.
We look down here on the root system itself, and what do we see? What do you see down in there? You see a lot of different sponges. What else do you see, Tricia?
Different animals?
Different animals. If you'll look down and you'll see the sponge systems, the orange and the brown.
Students also study the numerous species of fish and crustaceans who depend on the mangrove environment to survive. As they explore the interior of these islands, students learn to appreciate the special importance mangrove islands have to both aquatic and non-aquatic species.
What we hope to achieve with all of the students that come through the lab is, one, to give them a general understanding of how these natural marine ecosystems that exist in their backyard affect their daily lives, and from the reverse, how their daily lives affect the well-being of all of these ecosystems.
Can you guys take this one and repeat it? I'll put on me. I found a crab. Careful the crabs, because we can get you.
The fun and learning doesn't stop when the sun goes down. Nighttime adds a new dimension. During night wades along our shoreline, students get the opportunity to explore the nocturnal inhabitants of the bay. By using an otter trawl pulled behind a boat, students can collect specimens for lab study.
Is this a male or a female?
In Plankton Lab, students use microscopes to learn about the thousands of nearly invisible animals that live in the water column. And just for fun, during campfire sessions, campers roast marshmallows, sing songs, and discuss Florida's cultural history, or peek through our telescope while learning about the stars. Newfound Harbor Marine Institute holds various collection permits which enable the students to touch and move certain species. With numerous aquaria and holding tanks, kids can satisfy their curiosity about these interesting sea creatures while sharing what they have found with others.
Starfish has all kinds of little bumpy spines on his back.
In the touchy-feely tank, students are allowed to handle specimens that won't harm them, and they can't harm.
No, just pull it gently so you can turn it back.
The cardinal rule at Newfound Harbor Marine Institute is that everything we collect must be returned to the sea where it was found.
It's important to put things back where you found them, because when the other kids come after you and you've picked up everything out of the ocean that you found and put it and save that as a souvenir, they won't have anything to look at.
Through personal interaction with a myriad of species, students develop an empathy with the co-inhabitants of our planet. They realize they must get involved now to save endangered species while there is still time. Newfound Harbor Marine Institute was established in 1970, the same year as the first Earth Day. As a nonprofit scientific and educational organization, we've spent over 20 years refining our methods as we spread the message of individual responsibility for environmental protection. Our instructors are totally dedicated to providing young people with the type of enriching experiences that make a lasting impression.
I learned a lot of stuff, and it was like an adventure.
Because you could go down and you could see all the fish about snorkeling and...
Yeah, it was interesting. There were some fish I'd never seen before.
Newfound Harbor Marine Institute.